Salut mon pote, comment ça va? Aujourd'hui, chapitre numéro 4, ça va être un très très gros chapitre. Today is going to be a big chapter with a lot of vocabulary and a lot of grammar, okay? We are starting to talk about two big topics. The vocabulary will be about la famille, the family, right? And the grammar will be about les adjectifs possessifs. So all these small words like ma, mon, ta, ton, etc. that you see from the beginning of this course, but that we never talked about properly. So today is finally the time. We're not going to review all of them. Okay, today will be the first part of them, and then the next chapter will be the second part. Okay. Make sure that you have enough coffee and enough time in front of you because this will be a big chapter with a lot of informations today. So really do everything you can. Put your phone away, put the video in full screen mode, take your pen and paper and everything because a lot of informations today and I will need you to be super focused all along the video. Ok? On commence tout de suite par introduire l'histoire. Nous sommes chez Olivia. I talked about this word chez in a previous chapter. It means at the place of someone. Donc chez Olivia, at the home of Olivia, at the place of Olivia. Ok? On est donc chez Olivia. Et Olivia, elle a reçu un message sur WhatsApp. Un message de sa colocation. Donc coloc is a very common short form of colocation. It's like the shared apartment, the apartment that you share with your roommates. Okay? Alors, message de Sissa. Coucou, demain, ma famille est à Lille. Nous mangeons au restaurant à midi. Est-ce que vous voulez venir avec nous? Puis il y a une photo. Salut Sissa. Oui, super. Il y a qui? So, coucou. Demain, ma famille est à Lille. So, tomorrow, my family will be in Lille. Nous mangeons au restaurant à midi. What's this funny word here? Mangeons. Can you guess what mangeons refers to here? I'm sure you can guess, right? Parce que nous mangeons au restaurant. Au restaurant. Manger, c'est ça. Ok? Mangeons comes from the verb manger, which means to eat. It's a very common verb from the first group. But why this funny spelling right here? Why do we have this weird spelling? That's something I didn't tell you in the past and I want to tell you about today. Alors, est-ce que tu peux conjuguer le verbe manger? I would like you to pause the video here and conjugate manger with the rules that you know. Don't try to copy what you just saw, just conjugate it with the rules that you know, that we saw together. So you can pause the video here and write it on your notebook. C'est bon? Ok. On a donc je mange, tu manges, il mange, elle mange, on mange. And then we have this change of sound, right? We have the normal conjugation, E, ES, E, ONS. Nous mangons. And then vous mangez, il mange, elle mange. So we have something strange here. This is mange, tu manges, il mange, vous mangez, il mange, nous mangons. Suddenly, the sound changes. Why is it like this? It's because in French, la lettre G, so the letter G, when it is followed by A, O, U, it is pronounced G. G, this solid consonant. Par exemple, galette, gorille, mangue. Again, galette, gorille, mangue. Okay? But when it is followed by E ou I, it is not pronounced as a solid g anymore. It's pronounced as j. There's a huge difference between this sound because j, it's like it's a sound you can keep doing in time, like j, like this. You cannot do this for g because g has some kind of explosion of air that j doesn't have. This one is the one you say when you say je m'appelle, je suis, etc. Donc par exemple, un gilet, ou bien mange. I'm sure you can notice something amazing here, which is that mangue et mange are almost the same word. The only difference is that because of this U, I pronounced a solid G, mangue. And because here there's no U, there's just this E, I pronounce mange, j. Okay? That's an important rule of pronunciation about the letter G. Okay? So now, as you know, because we talked about it in Unité 0, in French we decided that pronunciation should always be the most important thing. Like, we want things to sound good as much as possible. And we don't hesitate to change the rules of spelling, the rules of vocabulary, the rules of grammar, as we're going to see also later today, just for things to sound good. So we don't like that suddenly one of these conjugation has a different pronunciation than the other. Like, je mange, tu manges, il mange, nous mangeons, sounds too different. So we decided to add un E. That's a special rule. We add E so we can pronounce it nous mangeons. Okay. Don't try to make any kind of funny pronunciation here. I know it looks strange, but this is just jon. You pronounce this one just like you would pronounce, for example, this. Nous mangeons. Okay. And obviously, it will be exactly the same special case for every single verb ending with GER. Okay? So I would like you to pause the video again here and on your notebook to write the conjugation of these three verbs. Voyager, which is to travel. Nager, which is to swim. We talked about this one before. Et déménager, which means to move house, to change home, to move home. Okay? Vas-y, tu peux mettre en pause et conjuguer les verbes. C'est bon? Ça va? On a donc je voyage, tu voyages, il voyage, nous voyageons, vous voyagez, il voyage. Je nage, tu nages, elle nage, nous nageons, vous nagez, elle nage. Je déménage, tu déménages, on déménage, nous déménageons, vous déménagez, elle déménage. Okay? I hope you did this practice seriously because even if you feel like you know how to conjugate these verbs because it's always the same conjugation, I promise you that in your writings you will do mistakes. You will sometimes forget the S with tu, or you will write ONT instead of ENT, etc. This kind of things. So I want you to do this practice. Ok? Très bien. On retourne au message d'Olivia. Donc Olivia, elle demande « Salut Sissa, oui, super, il y a qui ?» Bah oui, because tomorrow, Sissa's family, they will all go to the restaurant together. So Sissa is inviting Olivia. Oui, super, il y a qui? Qui means who. Who will be there? Il y a qui? Il y a ma mère, mon père, ma grand-mère, mon petit frère, mes tantes, mon oncle, ma cousine et sa fille, mon cousin et son fils. Donc, il y a ta grande sœur. You remember we talked about sœur in the previous episode with Dong sister. Non, elle est à Paris, right? The sister of Dong, she lives in Paris, if you remember. Non, elle est à Paris. Bon, ça fait beaucoup de vocabulaire. Ok. Et Olivia, elle ne comprend pas. Je ne comprends pas. You know it's a negative sentence, right? Comprendre is a verb that means to understand. Je ne comprends pas is a sentence that you can write down. It's a very useful sentence that means I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. Je ne comprends pas. Donc, Olivia, elle décide, she decides to go on TV5 Monde to watch a video about la famille to learn all the vocabulary. And this is what you are going also to do today. Ok? C'est parti. First of all, I want you to watch the whole video and then we are going to divide it bit by bit. Ok? But first, I want to watch the whole thing. C'est parti.
Vous connaissez la famille d'Alex? Voici Alex, il a 4 ans. Il vit en Belgique avec ses parents, Richard et Evelyne. Son père, Richard, est québécois. Sa mère, Evelyne, est suisse. Le temps passe et maintenant Alex n'est plus tout seul. Il a un petit frère, Valentin. Toute la famille grandit et à 20 ans, Alex part à Paris pour étudier. Là-bas, il rencontre Julie à l'université et c'est le début de l'amour. Ils voyagent ensemble et en hiver, ils partent faire du ski avec la grande sœur de Julie, Ghislaine. À 30 ans, Julie tombe enceinte et se demande si elle aura un fils ou une fille. 9 mois plus tard, Alex et Julie deviennent parents avec la naissance de Noémie. Richard et Evelyne sont tellement heureux, ils sont grands-parents. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de Noémie. Elle a 9 ans et tout le monde est présent. Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne, ont apporté le gâteau. Et il y a son oncle, Valentin, qui a lui acheté le plus gros cadeau. Ghislaine, sa tante, est là aussi, avec son fils Ludovic et sa fille Aline. Noémie est contente. L'hiver prochain, elle partira faire du ski avec son cousin Ludovic et sa cousine Aline. Et vous, avec qui vous fêtez vos anniversaires?
That's a really great video, I think, and it tends to... I hope that through the video and through the exercises that we're going to do, you will feel like this was actually a very easy topic. When it doesn't have to be so easy, it could be difficult, but thanks to the TV5 Monde resources, it's going to be very easy for you to learn everything. On va regarder à nouveau le début de la vidéo. I want you to pause here and to read the question first. Alex a quel âge? Dans quel pays habite Alex? Richard est le mère-père d'Alex. So you have to tick the right answer. Evelyne est la mère-père d'Alex. And qui a quelle nationalité? So who has which nationality? Here. OK. On regarde le début.
Vous connaissez la famille d'Alex? Voici Alex, il a 4 ans. Il vit en Belgique avec ses parents, Richard et Evelyne. Son père, Richard, est québécois. Sa mère, Evelyne, est suisse. Le temps passe et maintenant...
Ça va? If you need to listen to it one more time, just go back in the video, listen to it one more time, okay? Now, I will show you the transcription. Ok? On regarde. Donc ici, tu as le texte. Here you have the text.
Vous connaissez la famille d'Alex? Voici Alex, il a 4 ans. Il vit en Belgique avec ses parents, Richard et Evelyne. Son père, Richard, est québécois. Sa mère, Evelyne, est suisse.
Je pense que ça va. Pour l'instant, c'est facile. For now, it's quite easy. Donc, Alex a quel âge? Bien sûr, il a 4 ans. Il vit en Belgique avec ses parents. So, he doesn't say habite, but it's the same. Il vit en Belgique, il habite en Belgique. Same. Okay. En Belgique. Avec son père Richard. Donc, Richard est le père d'Alex, qui est québécois. Et la mère d'Alex, Evelyne, donc c'est la mère d'Alex, elle est suisse. Ok? I think there was nothing difficult here. On a donc 3 mots. Le père, les parents, la mère. Can you put these 3 vocabulary words in the boxes right here, showing the people? C'est bon? On regarde. On a donc bien sûr le père, who is the father, right? The father, le père. La mère, the mother, right? La mère. Et les parents, the parents. Ça va? Très bien. On continue la vidéo. Alors, Valentin est le petit, grand frère d'Alex. À quel âge Alex étudie à Paris? Comment s'appelle la copine d'Alex? So here copine will mean like the lover. Okay. Comment s'appelle la copine d'Alex? Quel sport font Alex et sa copine? Et Ghislaine, est-ce que c'est la petite ou grande sœur de Julie? Ok. Take a moment to get familiar with the questions. On regarde.
Père, Richard. La famille grandit et à 20 ans, Alex part à Paris pour étudier. In est suisse. Le temps passe et maintenant, Alex n'est plus tout seul. Il a un petit frère, Valentin. Toute la famille grandit et à 20 ans, Alex part à Paris pour étudier. Là-bas, il rencontre Julie à l'université et c'est le début de l'amour. Ils voyagent ensemble et en hiver, ils partent faire du ski avec la grande sœur de Julie, Ghislaine.
Ça va? Again, if you need to, just go back and listen to the video one more time. Si c'est bon, let's look at the text. Ok.
Est québécois. Sa mère, Evelyne, est suisse.
On commence ici. Le temps passe.
Temps passe et maintenant, Alex n'est plus tout seul. Il a un petit frère, Valentin. Toute la famille grandit et à 20 ans, Alex part à Paris pour étudier. Là-bas, il rencontre Julie à l'université et c'est le début de l'amour. Ils voyagent ensemble et en hiver, ils partent faire du ski avec la grande sœur de Julie, Ghislaine.
Très bien. C'est bon? Donc, Valentin, c'est bien, on a entendu le petit frère d'Alex. Il a un petit frère, Valentin. Ensuite, à 20 ans, Alex part à Paris pour étudier. Donc, il a 20 ans quand il va à Paris. Comment s'appelle la copine d'Alex? So I told you here, copine will mean the lover. Okay. Il rencontre Julie. C'est le début de l'amour, which means it is the beginning of love. All right. Quel sport font Alex et sa copine? En hiver, ils partent faire du ski. Okay. Du ski avec la grande sœur de Julie. Donc, la grande sœur de Julie. Ghislaine. Ok? Très bien. So, here we are. On a la grande sœur, le petit frère, la petite sœur, le grand frère. Can you put these words right in the back in their own places? C'est bon? On regarde. On a donc obviously le frère is the brother. La sœur is the sister. Le petit means the younger or the smaller. Donc le petit frère, the younger brother, the small brother. Le grand frère, the older brother. Okay? And for the female words, les mots féminins, la petite sœur, la grande sœur. Okay? You know that adjectives, most of the time, most adjectives, like for example, petit et grand, when they apply to a female word, like sœur, we add a E at the end. Just like for pluriel, we add a S at the end, right? I think you're starting to get used to this. We haven't talked about it formally yet, but I think you kind of get it already. Okay? Très bien. You might wonder what is this funny spelling with sœur. So I hesitated how to talk about this. Basically, sometimes for a few words in French, okay, you will see this special spelling. And this is actually a specific character. It's like the combination of O et E into one single letter that is written like this. And this letter has a special name. It's called E dans l'eau, which means literally E inside the O. All right. But the thing is that nowadays, like technically, if you look inside the dictionary, yes, the spelling is like this. But first of all, there's no pronunciation difference. Second of all, in daily life, honestly, in France nowadays, no one really cares so much. No one really pays attention so much. The people who write it with this special character, they do so only because when they type on their phone, your phone will autocorrect OE into this special character. But for example, when you write on a computer, on the keyboard, no one knows how to make this. So like people in France, when they write sœur, they just write it like this with a O and a E. Everyone can understand, there's no issue. No one will blame you if you don't write the special character. So honestly, we don't care so much. But I wanted to let you know, just in case you were wondering why sometimes you see this. You can write it like this, it's 100% fine. Ok? Très bien. On continue. Donc, Julie tombe enceinte à quel âge? I will tell you later what tombe enceinte mean. I let you guess. Noémie est la fille ou le fils d'Alex et Julie. Richard et Evelyne sont les parents, grands-parents de Noémie. On regarde. Ok.
Avec la grande sœur de Julie, Ghislaine. À 30 ans, Julie tombe enceinte et se demande si elle aura un fils ou une fille. 9 mois plus tard, Alex et Julie deviennent parents avec la naissance de Noémie. Richard et Evelyne sont tellement heureux, ils sont grands-parents.
Ça va? Let's watch it one more time. I feel like it's going fast. Ok.
Grande sœur de Julie, Ghislaine. À 30 ans, Julie tombe enceinte et se demande si elle aura un fils ou une fille. 9 mois plus tard, Alex et Julie deviennent parents avec la naissance de Noémie. Richard et Evelyne sont tellement heureux, ils sont grands-parents.
Alors, on regarde maintenant avec le texte.
Ghislaine. À 30 ans, Julie tombe enceinte.
Alors, enceinte means, I'm sure you can guess, it means pregnant. Tomber means to fall. Okay? In France, we like this kind of expressions like tomber amoureux, it's like to fall in love, tomber enceinte, to fall in pregnancy. If you were to translate it literally, it would be something like this. To fall in pregnancy, so it means to get pregnant, right? Donc à 30 ans, donc Julie, elle a 30 ans. Julie tombe enceinte.
Et se demande si elle aura un fils ou une fille.
And so, she's wondering, est-ce qu'elle aura un fils ou une fille?
9 mois plus tard,
9 months later, I think you get it right. 9 mois plus tard, 9 months later.
Alex et Julie deviennent parents avec la naissance de Noémie.
Donc, Noémie is the child of Alex et Julie. But at the beginning of the video, we knew who were the parents of Alex.
Richard et Evelyne sont tellement heureux. Ils sont grands-parents.
Donc maintenant, Richard et Evelyne, ils sont grands-parents. Now they are grandparents. The grandparents of Noémie. Ok? Donc Julie tombe enceinte à 30 ans. Julie, c'est la fille d'Alex et Julie. Noémie, c'est la fille d'Alex et Julie. Richard et Evelyne sont les grands-parents de Noémie. Ok? First of all, la fille, le fils. Can you match la fille, le fils into this and this? C'est bon? Alors. Le fils has a very strange spelling. So it's written like this, but it's really pronounced like this, okay? Fils. Like you, that's how you hear it. Fils. Okay? There's no L sound. You don't hear the L. Okay? Fils. Fille. Le fils is the son. La fille is the daughter. Ok? Très bien. Now, going back to these adjectives here. We talked about the fact that grand means big or tall or older. Okay? Petit means small or younger or short. Right? For masculine words like champignon, which means a mushroom, it's written, these kind of adjectives, in their neutral form. But when I have a feminine word, I add e at the end to show that it's the feminine, and I also hear the e, because I say grande, petite, une grande pomme, une petite pomme. Because here, pomme is a feminine word. Okay? So, previously, we saw this one. We saw that we say petit frère because frère is masculin, because it's a brother. Petite sœur because sœur is feminine, because it's a sister. Grand frère, older brother. Grande sœur, older sister. Well, we're going to use these adjectives again with the grandparents-grandchild relationship, but different than in English. Okay, so pay attention here. If Richard et Evelyne, these are the parents of Alex. Okay, so compared to Alex, ce sont les parents. No, compared to Noémie, who's the daughter of Alex. Can you guess what word I will put here? Ce sont les... You can guess 100%. Ce sont les grands-parents. Alright? And here, pay extra attention. Because I say les grands-parents, no, I put a S here to show that it's plurial. But I don't hear it. Okay? Donc, Richard et Evelyne sont les grands-parents de Noémie. They are the grandparents of Noémie. One more time. Richard et Evelyne sont les grands-parents de Noémie. Okay? When I say de here, it's a generic way to say they are the grandparents of Noémie. Okay? Très bien. Maintenant, to be more precise, Richard, c'est le père d'Alex. Evelyne, c'est la mère d'Alex. So, as compared to Noémie, they are the grandparents. But what would I put here? Je peux dire c'est le père et la mère. C'est bon? Very easy. Le grand-père et la grand-mère. The grandfather and the grandmother. If you are following correctly here, normally you should want to stop me and to tell me, hey, wait a minute. I paid extra attention. Why is there no E here? It should be grande-mère, right? Because mère is feminine. We even went all the way to put a S here for the plurial. So how come we don't put grande here? Well, the issue is that, just listen if I say, la grande-mère, la grand-mère. Which one is easier to say? Which one sounds best? Grand-mère, right? Because when I say grand-mère, I find this gr consonne, en voyelle, consonne, voyelle. So I have this nice consonne voyelle French way of speaking that I like. Grand-mère. If I put the female form, it will be consonne, voyelle, consonne. If I can avoid this, I will avoid it. Okay. So we don't say grande-mère, we say grand-mère. And it sounds better. Okay. That's yet another small twitch that we do on grammar rules just for the sake of pronunciation. And now that's the part where it's different than in English. Noémie, c'est la fille de Alex et Julie. Okay. So now Noémie, as compared to Richard et Evelyne, le grand-père et la grand-mère, Noémie, c'est la fille. Remember, we use grand to say the older, petit to say the younger, so this is la petite fille. In French, petite fille, petit fils means the granddaughter, the grandson. Et les petits-enfants, the grandchildren. Okay? Grand-père, grand-mère for the grandparents. Petit-fils, petite-fille for the grandchildren. Okay? Très bien. Okay, we are reaching the last part of the video. Noémie à quel âge? Qui est qui? Donc Valentin et Ghislaine. Qui est l'oncle de Noémie? Qui est la tante de Noémie? Donc qui est qui? Who is who? Comment s'appelle la mère de Ludovic et Aline? Qui est qui? Donc Ludovic et Aline. La cousine de Noémie et le cousin de Noémie. Ok? On regarde.
Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne, ont apporté le gâteau.
Oh, pardon. Je recommence.
Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de Noémie. Elle a 9 ans et tout le monde est présent. Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne, ont apporté le gâteau. Et il y a son oncle, Valentin, qui a lui acheté le plus gros cadeau. Ghislaine, sa tante, est là aussi, avec son fils Ludovic et sa fille Aline. Noémie est contente. L'hiver prochain, elle partira faire du ski avec son cousin Ludovic et sa cousine Aline.
Ça va? Again, I feel like there's a lot of information. Let's listen one more time.
Elle a 9 ans et tout le monde est présent. Elle a 9 ans et tout le monde est présent. Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne, ont apporté le gâteau. Et il y a son oncle, Valentin, qui a lui acheté le plus gros cadeau. Ghislaine, sa tante, est là aussi, avec son fils Ludovic et sa fille Aline. Noémie est contente. L'hiver prochain, elle partira faire du ski avec son cousin Ludovic et sa cousine Aline. Et vous, avec qui vous fêtez vos anniversaires?
Ok. Alors, on regarde le texte.
Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de Noémie. Elle a 9 ans
Elle a 9 ans. Ok.
et tout le monde est présent. Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne,
Jusque-là, tout va bien. So far, so good.
ont apporté le gâteau. Et il y a son oncle, Valentin,
Son oncle Valentin,
qui a lui acheté le plus gros cadeau. Ghislaine, sa tante,
Ghislaine, sa tante. So you remember, Ghislaine, c'est la sœur de Julie. Et Valentin, c'est le frère d'Alex.
est là aussi, avec son fils Ludovic et sa fille Aline. Noémie est contente. L'hiver prochain, elle partira faire du ski avec son cousin Ludovic et sa cousine Aline.
Donc, cousin, cousine, I'm sure you get it. Ok. On a donc Noémie, elle a 9 ans. Valentin, of course, c'est l'oncle de Noémie. Ghislaine, la tante de Noémie. La mère de Ludovic et Aline, c'est Ghislaine. Ludovic, c'est le cousin. Aline, la cousine de Noémie. One last big family slide. I want you to fill in all the blanks with all the vocabulary right here. The words are relative to Noémie. Okay, so relatively to Noémie, who is who here? You can pause the video and write down on your notebook to fill the blanks. C'est bon? On regarde. On a donc bien sûr le grand-père, la grand-mère, again the grandfather, the grandmother, le père, la mère, the father, the mother, l'oncle, la tante, the uncle, the aunt, et le cousin, la cousine. So this un sound, we talked about it before, is the same sound as un, the number un. That's a sound that comes from the nose. Un. Careful. E, N together, they really make just one vowel. You don't hear the N anymore. It's not cousin, cousine, or I don't know what. It's just cousin. Un. Okay? As compared to the female one, cousine, cousine, cousine. Cousine for the female cousin. Cousin for the male cousin. Ok? Très bien. Here we have the whole family vocabulary. I'm sure it was super easy for you, right? Très bien. One last thing, because we're at it, we might as well, I wanted to take opportunity to give you 3 nice and cheerful vocabulary words. So I want you to listen to this part of the video one more time and fill in the blanks with gâteau, cadeau et anniversaire. Ok? Gâteau, cadeau, anniversaire. On écoute.
Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de Noémie. Elle a 9 ans et tout le monde est présent. Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne, ont apporté le gâteau. Et il y a son oncle, Valentin, qui a lui acheté le plus gros cadeau.
Ça va? On regarde.
Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de Noémie. Elle a 9 ans et tout le monde est présent. Son grand-père, Richard, et sa grand-mère, Evelyne, ont apporté le gâteau.
Le gâteau.
Et il y a son oncle, Valentin, qui a lui acheté le plus gros cadeau.
Le plus gros cadeau. Donc, l'anniversaire, attention. Anniversaire is the birthday, l'anniversaire. Le gâteau, the cake, et le cadeau, the present. Okay? Again, it's very fun because g et que are very similar, et t et de are very similar as well, but in a switch way. Donc, gâteau, the cake, cadeau, the present. Okay? Pay attention that in French, E, A, U is pronounced like O. Normal O, no difference. O. Don't try to make funny sounds with this. This is just O. Très bien. Si ça va, et ben maintenant, on peut comprendre. Now we get it. Olivia, je comprends. I understand. I can understand the message of Sissa. Il y a ma mère, mon père, ma grand-mère, mon petit frère, mes tantes, mon oncle, ma cousine et sa fille, mon cousin et son fils. Donc, il y a ta grande sœur? Non, elle est à Paris. Ok? But, even though we understand the vocabulary, there's one thing we should talk about here, which are all these words. Ma, mon, mes, sa, son, ta, etc. So, finally, the time has come. Let's properly review what we call les adjectifs possessifs. Here we go. Today we are going to review half of them, but it's the most important half. If you get this half, you will have no issue with the rest. So I want to divide the topic in two chapters. So basically, in French, when you want to say that you possess something, something is yours, or is his, or is mine, you use these words. How to write the words and how to pick one depends on who is the object, who is the subject who owns the thing. Is it me, you, he, they, etc. And also, the thing that I own, the thing that is mine, is it masculin, féminin, pluriel? Okay? That's what's important. So if I want to say that is my thing, c'est mon, ma, mes. If I want to say that this is your thing, c'est ton, ta, tes. If I want to say that this is his or her thing, c'est son, sa, ses. Let's review them in detail. So, starting with je, donc mon, ma, mes. These are my things, okay? I put my face here because now it's my things, okay? Par exemple, c'est ma chaise. This is my chair. And I will use ma because chaise is a feminine word. In French, a chair is féminin. C'est mon téléphone. Tu vois? C'est mon téléphone. Okay? Téléphone in French is a masculine word, so I use mon. It's my phone. And as always in the grammar, ce sont mes amis. Once the object becomes pluriel, once there is more than one, I don't care anymore if this is féminin, masculin. Okay? Ce sont mes amis. These are my friends. Okay? Ma, mon, mes. You should notice that if I am a man or a woman, makes zero difference. Here that's irrelevant. Okay? The owner, the subject, whether he's man or woman, makes no difference here. Okay? No, let's say that these are not my things anymore, but these are your things now. Okay? Then it's exactly the same words, but using T instead. C'est ta chaise. This is your chair. C'est ton téléphone. This is your cell phone. Ce sont tes amis. These are your friends. Okay? The logic is exactly the same. If I want to change the words a little bit, c'est ta mère. This is your mother. Mère, obviously, is a féminin word. Okay? Donc, ta mère. C'est ton père. This is your father. Obviously, père is masculin. Donc, ton père. Parents is pluriel, because these are your parents. Okay? Père et mère. Donc, ce sont tes parents. Your parents. Okay? Ton, ta, tes. Alright? Finally, if I want to say these are his things or her things, again, the owner, the person owning the thing, I don't care about the gender. In English, you will say this is his pen or her pen. In French, we don't do this kind of distinction. We don't care if the sujet is masculin or féminin. We care about the gender of the object. I care about pen. Is it masculin ou féminin? That's what I care about. Alright? Donc par exemple, c'est sa mère, c'est son père, ce sont ses parents. Ok? C'est sa mère can mean equally, 100% equally. This is his mother or this is her mother. That's the same sentence in French. There's no his, her. Doesn't exist. You can think about it like this. C'est son père. This is her father or this is his father. Ce sont ses parents. This is her parents. This is his parents. Okay? I'm sure you get it. Ça va? To use different words, okay? Par exemple, c'est sa vie. That's his life or her life. Just to show you that even abstract concepts like life, okay? La vie is life. They have gender, so vie is a féminin word. And it's something you can own, like that's his life, c'est sa vie. C'est son lit, that's his bed. Ce sont ses plantes, these are his plants, pluriel. Ok? Très bien. Now we have to talk a bit about the pronunciation because the liaison with these words are mandatory. Les liaisons sont obligatoires. Mandatory. With mon, ton et son, the liaison is easy to do because I have this N to make the liaison. So whenever there's a vowel in front of mon, ton, son, I will use this letter N to pronounce the liaison. Par exemple, c'est mon ami. Mon ami. Ton appartement est super. Ton appartement est super. Son histoire est incroyable. Son histoire est incroyable. Her story is incredible. Okay? When I'm using the pluriel one, me, te, se, that's also easy to do the liaison because I would just use the letter S, right? So whenever me, te, se are in front of a vowel, I will use this S, par exemple. Ce sont mes amis. Mes amis. Tes enfants s'appellent comment? Tes enfants s'appellent comment? Ces animaux sont mignons. So his or her animals are cute. Mignon means cute. Ces animaux sont mignons. Ok? Très bien. Now, the funny part. What should I do whenever I have this? Because when I have ma, ta, et sa, I don't have any consonant anymore to do the liaison. But if I have ma, ta, et sa in front of a vowel, the issue is that I will end up in this situation that we talked about in Unité 0, where I have two vowels next to each other, and I don't like how it sounds because c'est ma amie, quelle est ta université, c'est sa école. How should I do there? You might be tempted to tell me, okay, we just remove the A and we put apostrophe. Ok? Par exemple, c'est mamie. Quelle est université? C'est s'école. Why not? But there's an issue. If we did this, we would not be able to recognize, like when I have this or this, I wouldn't be able to recognize if this is supposed to be ma, like my thing, or if this is supposed to be the same M apostrophe that when I say, for example, je m'appelle, which are two different grammar words. So these apostrophes are taken already. So we have a special rule that is really that really shows you that we are ready to do anything just for the sake of pronunciation. The rule is that if I have a word that is feminine but that starts with a vowel, like ami, université, école, and pay attention here, ami is feminine, I know because there's a E at the end. The rule is that I will replace ma, ta, et sa. I will replace them by mon, ton, et son. Even though the word is feminine, I will use the masculine instead. So I do the liaison with N. Just like this, okay, problem solved. So I will say, c'est mon ami, even though ami is féminin. Quelle est ton université, even though université is féminin. C'est son école, even though école is féminin. Okay? One funny thing to note here, c'est mon ami, is that this grammar rule can lead to funny situations. For example, if I talk over the phone with my friend, and my friend tells me, oui, je suis avec mon ami. Well, because of this grammar rule, when he says mon ami, I don't know if he's talking about a man or a woman. Maybe he's with a guy or maybe he's with a girl. So I can say like, ton ami? Or is it ton ami or ton ami? You know what I mean? So, okay, that's just an example of a funny situation that can be created by this grammar rule. Okay? Très bien. Okay, c'est bon, that's it. We can move on to the quick grammar exercise and we will be done for today. Donc, here, look at the sentence. J'ai une voiture. Voiture, c'est ça. Enfant, c'est ça. Chat, vélo, problème. Ok. J'ai une voiture. I have a car. So I know that I am the owner. I have une voiture. Donc voiture, c'est féminin. Donc si j'ai une voiture, c'est ma voiture. Alright? Très bien. I let you do the others. You should pause the video here. I'm counting on you to do it seriously. Hein? This is the main grammar exercise of today. The only one, actually. So you should pause the video right here. Write down the sentences. Fill in with the right adjective possessif. C'est bon? On regarde. J'ai une voiture, c'est ma voiture. Il a des enfants, ce sont ses enfants. These are his children. Elle a des chats, ce sont ses chats. These are her cats. Tu as un vélo, c'est ton vélo. This is your bicycle. Elle a un problème, c'est son problème. That's her problem. Okay? Moving straight, same exercise, exactly the same. I let you pause the video right here, fill in the blanks. C'est bon? On continue. Tu as des plantes vertes, ce sont tes plantes vertes. These are your plants. Il a une idée, c'est son idée. Ah, idée is féminin, but start with a vowel. Donc, son idée. Okay? We just talked about this rule. Hein? This is his idea. Elle a des amis, ce sont ses amis. J'ai des poissons rouges, ce sont mes poissons rouges, my red fish. Okay. Il a une place, c'est sa place. Ça va? Très bien. Parfait. Et donc, last exercise, I want you to fill in the blanks in Sisa's message that you saw earlier, that you fill the blanks with the right adjective possessive. So again, this will be the last exercise. Last time you have to pause the video and do something for today. I know this was a long chapter. I mean, if you did everything seriously like I asked you to do, this was a long chapter today. Very tiring maybe. This one is the last time I ask you to pause and fill in the blanks. C'est bon? Alors, il y a ma mère, mon père, ma grand-mère, mon petit frère, mes tantes avec S, mon oncle, ma cousine et sa fille, right? My cousin and her daughter, mon cousin et son fils, my cousin and his son. And then she talks to Dong. Dong, il y a ta grande sœur. Will there be your older sister? Non, elle est à Paris. Ok, c'est tout. Et ensuite, Olivia demande rendez-vous à quelle heure? À quelle heure? At what time will be the rendez-vous, the meeting? Rendez-vous demain à 11h30 au restaurant. This will be next chapter. Ok? Très bien. Dans le prochain chapitre, in the next chapter, we will see the second part of adjective possessive. Bah oui! We saw how to say my, your, and his or her, but how to say our thing or their things, right? For the plurial ones. So, we see this tomorrow. On va parler des métiers, de occupation, de jobs, et comment appeler son amoureux, de vocabulary, and how to call your lover in French. Les devoirs, there will be 2 exercises from TV5 Monde, and also there will be a nice exercise in the homework that I just want to make clear that that's okay for you. In the homeworks, the exercise number 4, this one. So in the audio file, in the platform, you will hear 12 extracts from famous French songs. I want you to hear if in the extract you hear mon, ma, mes, then you just tick here. Ton, ta, te, you tick here. Son, sa, se, you tick here. Okay. In every extract, you will just hear like ma. Okay, then. Te. Okay, here. Son. Then here. Okay, that's it. That's just a listening exercise. And you will have 2 exercises TV5 Monde. One about mon, ma, mes. One about family vocabulary. Okay. I'm counting on you to do these exercises seriously. The recommendation of the day is a very nice, super famous old French song from Sylvie Vartan qui s'appelle La Maritza. In the song, you will hear a few mon, ma, me, so you can listen to it. First of all, I think it's a really nice song. So it's great from a cultural perspective and from a musical perspective, maybe. And also you can use it to practice hearing mon, ma, me. Okay? C'est tout. That was a long chapter today. Congratulations for reaching so far. I hope you did all the exercises. Rendez-vous dans la vidéo sur les devoirs. Ciao mon pote.